Good evening, Mr. Sawant. Thanks to my colleagues, but do stay online. I want to begin by asking you, Sanjay Sawant, that this is a very interesting scenario. And I want to begin by asking you about Uddhav Thackeray's address. What do you make of it? Here is a man who is hoping that the MLAs, the rebel MLAs, will return to the fold, that he will come and speak to him up front. He's not mentioned the name of Eknath Shinde. So one assumes that perhaps he is hoping, in the best case scenario, to expel Mr. Shinde but have the others return. Is that a possible scenario?
No, I think it's totally disappointed Facebook Live, disappointed speech of CM Uddhav Thackeray. Whole state, Mumbai and the Sena MLA, all MUA, MLA and the rebel MLA wants to hear CM Uddhav Thackeray what is his stand. But Mr. Thackeray didn't clarify whether he will be resign, whether he will be withdraw support from the MUA government. In his 15-minute speech, it's totally disappointed. Total confusion, chaos has making a new turmoil for the state, because after the Facebook Live, right now there is a meeting going between Mr. Sharad Pawar, Supriya Sule, Jitendra Awad and Uddhav Thackeray. Now the main consequences arise on the state, that whether 36 MLA means rebel Sena leader Eknath Shinde confirmed that he has the support of 46 MLA, but recently he sent a letter to Deputy Speaker Mr. Narari Zirwal of Maharashtra Assembly that total 34 MLA has signed that letter,
Yes.
out of which two MLA has already escaped from the Shinde camp. So it is a very much difficult to appoint a separate legislative group for Sena rebel. It's need around 37 MLA. Right now, Eknath Shinde have a 32 to 35 MLA. So right now there is a totally legally atmosphere in Maharashtra because of Uddhav Thackeray didn't take a stand. Earlier in the morning, his son, Tourism Minister Aditya Thackeray, had withdrawing his ministerial portfolio from his Twitter handle. Later in the afternoon, Sena spokesperson Sanjay Raut also clarified confusion. One more tweet that there is a process to dissolve an assembly. Right now, CM also give a signal to all his MLA and MP that he will be announce a very big decision in his Facebook Live. But in 15 minutes of Facebook Live, he neither said that he will be resigned from the post, neither...
Yes. Mr. Sawant, isn't it a very big concern for Mr. Thackeray that his party is breaking apart? And perhaps that's the only thing he has addressed, that, you know, you are my own people and you cannot speak to me from Surat or Guwahati. You need to be here and talk to me. That is all he said. That is all the man remained focused on, which means that he has a huge concern of the Shiv Sena itself breaking down the middle.
I think CM Uddhav Thackeray had controlled by Mr. Sharad Pawar, who is the NCB chief. What is he has given a decision to Uddhav Thackeray that you don't announce your resignation from your Facebook Live. That's why he withdraw from his stand. And later, right now, there is a meeting going on at CM official residence at Varsha Bungalow. But the total chaos and total uncertainty in state, because right now there is almost 72 hours that more than 40 plus MLA of Sena has taken a stand with Eknath Shinde, his rebellion leader, and Eknath Shinde already conveyed his message that CM Uddhav Thackeray, we are with you. We are not making a group from Shiv Sena, but we want to withdraw support from NCP and Congress, and we will be joined a new partner, which is earlier our friend BJP. That's why he has given a clear-cut stand, Mr. Shinde, to CM Uddhav Thackeray, but CM Uddhav Thackeray didn't take cognizance of
He has not
Shinde.
given any credence to any statement coming from Eknath Shinde, nor has he bothered to respond to any of it. In another interesting development, Mr. Sawant, was that Mr. Eknath Shinde dismissed the ultimatum given by the party whip, saying that position is untenable. I am the real Shiv Sena. So there can be no chief whip giving me instructions. Is there a message there as well that Mr. Shinde feels that he is claiming to be the real Sena now?
Yes, I think out of 55 MLA, more than 35 MLA with Eknath Shinde, and his group, his rebellion group is the original Shiv Sena, because without a majority, CM Thackeray could not display to Eknath Shinde or other whip. That's why Eknath Shinde today took a meeting at Guwahati, and he appointed a chief whip from Raigad, Bharat Sheth Gogawale, and he sent a message to CM Uddhav Thackeray that your chief whip Sunil Prabhu, who has an order that it is totally illegal.
Yes.
That's why I am very much concerned about the party, because president of Shiv Sena, who is a Shiv Sena Supremo, he could not taking a stand with party, as well as he could not taking a stand with the government, because Congress and NCP both party has given assurance that we are with you. But right now there is a majority and the number game with BJP, because right now BJP has a 106 MLA, Eknath Shinde have a 46 rebel MLA, and 13 independent MLA already supported a BJP. That's why the total number of 287 assembly in Maharashtra, out of which 2 NCP MLA behind the jail. So out of 285, it's the magic figure, it's 144. And right now BJP have support with Eknath Shinde. Figure is going around 167. So ultimately, the MUA government is in small number, which could not reach up to the majority.
Yes, but can that happen without Mr. Shinde having the number 37 on his side? He will attract anti-defection law. There is no way he can merge with the BJP without covering quite a few hurdles if he does not have 37.
No. Right now, which we are getting information from Sena sources, that today in the morning, one minister Gulab Rao Patil, one ex-minister Sanjay Rathod, and one MLA Santosh Bangar has fly from Mumbai to Guwahati. So right now he have a 35 MLA, and more than 7 to 8 MLA constantly touch with Eknath Shinde. So it's not a big deal. It's quite some hours issue or 1 or 2 days issue. But as per my information, around 45 to 48 MLA from Sena, they are with Shiv Sena. Shiv Sena means they are with Eknath Shinde, not with Uddhav Thackeray, because right now there are only 5 to 7 MLA from Mumbai. One is a party leader, Ajay Chaudhary. Second is a chief whip, Mr. Sunil Prabhu. Third one is ex-MOS, Ravindra Vaikar. Fourth one is Sanjay Raut, brother Sunil Raut. Fifth one is Mangesh Kudalkar. Sixth one is Sada Sarankar. So almost only half a dozen MLA with Uddhav Thackeray. So it is quite impossible to adjust that whether he is a party chief or whether he is in charge of 6 to 8 MLA.
Okay, that's very, very interesting what you're telling us, Sanjay Sawant, with so much clarity in terms of the numbers, it seems. Eknath Shinde very much in the striking distance of forming a new conglomeration, of having enough numbers and the possibility thereafter of getting the bargaining power in this game. That is what Mr. Sanjay Sawant is telling us. We'll have to wait and watch how all of this pans out. But even as we speak, things are developing.